Welcome. My name is Frank Sorriento, and I'm a public safety officer here at RPI, as you can tell. And I'm here in conjunction with the Community Policing and Outreach Program. And I'd like to give a special thanks to my Chief, Jerry Matthewson, and my Lieutenant, Leslie Norton, for their continued support and encouragement in this project. And I'd also like to thank RPI TV for inviting me. The objective here is to bring out the beauty, the art, and the science of this game. And I've done so by putting together an assortment of trick shots that I've accumulated over the years. And some of them I've embellished and made my own. And for the most part, I would say like 90% of them have practical application. In other words, they're actually situations that can come up in a game, and these will be the ways to get out of that particular predicament. And here's one of the predicaments that I'm faced with right here. As you can see, there is no makeable ball on this table other than the 3-ball. And but I can't simply shoot up and down table with it because the 9-ball is blocking it. So I have to be somewhat creative here, and what I like to do is demonstrate a way as to how to make this 3-ball when you're in the jaws of the pocket. 3 in the corner. And we're off. Okay, in order to start the game, you need to rack the balls. So here's a colorful method of racking the balls. 3 rails. Bingo. Now I'd like to proceed with a shot that was made famous in the movie The Hustler with Paul Newman and Jackie Gleason back in the early 60s. And in this particular situation, I'm going to attempt to pocket that ball right there that I just pointed to into the corner where my hand is. Now this shot here is, they refer to it as the machine gun shot, but I did my own little twist on it, and basically what I'm going to attempt to do is hit the left side of that 8-ball, the left side of the 8-ball from where the cue ball is, and I'm going to make the 9-ball in the corner pocket without touching a ball, or at least maybe just disturbing it ever so slightly, that rack of ball, that row of balls. So, hitting the left side of the 8, the left side of the 8, the cue ball will pocket the 9. All right, we'll take advantage of these balls, the position that they're in. I'm going to pocket that corner ball coming off the other point. Okay, now in this situation here, as you can see, the cue ball is in the corner and it's basically blocked. And I'm going to make that ball in the corner pocket. I believe it's the 3. This is another shot that I picked up from the great Willie Mosconi. I'm going to make the 5-ball in the corner. Okay, this shot here was made famous by the Minnesota Fats, and the objective here is to make all 3 balls, the 1, the 2, the 3, but the beauty here is that they're going to go in numerical order. The 1 first, then the 2, and then the 3. This is another shot requiring numerical sequence. I'm going to make the 1, the 2, and the 3. And the ball between the 2 and the 3 will not move. Okay, in this situation, I'm going to try to attempt to make the yellow 1 and the blue 2 in the corner pocket, and with the red 3 staying out. All right, this shot was shown to me by a local talent, an extraordinary talent by the name of Butch Leonard, or Dick Leonard, and he's got a high run of 326 balls, by the way. And the shot is the 3 ball into the lower left-hand pocket. This shot here is referred to as the Ponzi shot, and the objective here is to make that center ball the 8 ball, which rests between the 6 striped balls, into any of the lower 4 pockets where I'm at right now, see? And so it's makeable in any of the 4 pockets, which is quite amazing. And the guy who invented the shot was named Andrew Ponzi, but in researching the gentleman, I found that his name was really Andrew D'Alessandro from Philadelphia, and he's the 3-time world champion. I think it's stemming from the late 30s to the early 40s. And what's really amazing about the guy is that he injured his arm in a trolley accident when he was a child. So he basically took up the game just to, keep mobility of his limb, and the guy developed an unbeatable stroke. It's absolutely amazing. This shot I like to call the Evel Knievel jump shot. The 2 balls that are in the rack are close together so the cue ball cannot pass. So the objective is to hurdle over the 2 balls through the racks and pocketing both balls at the other end of the table in either corner pocket. Okay, this shot was made famous by a phenomenal player by the name of Steve Miserak. He did a Miller Lite commercial back in the day, and the objective is to pocket all 5 balls in one shot. The 1 ball, the yellow 1, goes into the side pocket nearest us. The 2 crosses into the other side pocket. The 3 into the same side pocket as the 1. The 4 in the corner, the 5 in the other corner, and they'll try to hit that piece of chalk, but I don't think so. This is my super draw stroke. I need 3 balls in front of the cue ball in order to get the stored energy that's required to have this cue ball draw back and make the orange 5. Now, this is a shot that I picked up from the great Willie Mosconi. It's called the football shot, and the objective here is to pocket the red 3 in the side pocket, and all those balls there that are doubled up are blockers. Clean as a hound's tooth. Ready for this? I don't know. Let's see if you're ready for this. 3 in the side. They call it the choo-choo. This shot I call the tortoise and the hare. The tortoise being the green ball and the hare being the yellow ball. And the objective here is to make the bunny's going to hop into the hole before the turtle. Okay, this is a pretty amazing shot. Let's say you're in a situation where all the balls are blocked. You play an 8 ball and, well, you got to make the 8. So I'm going to make the 8 ball in the side pocket. She doesn't seem to think so. This is another fine mess you've gotten me into. All right, we're playing 8-ball. We have the two high balls, the 9 right there, and then the 11 in the corner. The objective is to make both balls and get positioned on the 8. And then, of course, to finish off the game, game, set, and match. Okay, this is a pretty amazing shot. This I picked up from one of my favorite pool players of the modern era. Her name is Jasmine Ocean. She's from Austria. And this is a triple bank. You can see all the pockets are blocked. Triple bank into the side pocket. Okay, now here's a situation where you have to make the 8-ball after pocketing the striped ball. But the 3 balls that you see there are blocking the path, so I'll have to just hurdle over them, like so, positioning myself for the 8 in the corner. And we'll go ahead and pick up the chalk and pocket the 8. Okay, we're going to pocket the 3 ball in the corner pocket, but the difficulty lies where the 8 ball being situated on the rail next to that strike ball. We'll force our way in there like so, giving us a shot at the 8 and making the 8 in the corner. This is a very special shot for me. It's 6 rails cutting the 5 into the corner pocket. 6 rails, count them. 5, 6. That was the first shot I ever saw. I was 9 years old. I remember like it was yesterday. And we're hanging around in front of the local saloon there, and I hear this big bang noise. And the thing that really intrigued me was the clicking noise that took place afterwards, and that was the collision of the balls. So anyway, it caught my curiosity, and I wound up sticking my head in the door, and there, for the first time, I see a pool table. And it was just adorned with this beautiful incandescent light, draping over the top of it. And it was just a sight to behold, I got to tell you. Never having seen anything like that before, And so, I'm standing there with my jaw about an inch away from my belt buckle, I guess. And I guess the look on my face was clear to everyone. And this elderly gentleman just steps up from the bar and out of the shadows there. From the corner of my eye, he comes to the table and he says, "Here, kid, I got to show you this shot." And so he sets up that shot, and I was hooked from that point on. He made me a disciple in one shot.